We are harmonically attuning to your system at this time. Understand that this harmonic attunement is one which we are currently frequenting throughout an avenue of love. Understand that this avenue of love is indeed one which is highly desirable by our frequencies as we are stepping into yours. Understand that this harmonious support system is indeed the highly frequencyable avenue of harmonics which are indeed available to you now. How may we be of service to you today?
Hi. At first, I have a question, and that's who am I talking to? Who is
Indeed.
channeled?
Indeed, this frequency, which we are highly administering throughout the frequency fields within Norland's system, is one which is attuning to many beings. These many beings of light frequency are indeed beings which are here to support the planetary frequency uplevelment at this time. Understand that this frequency uplevelment, which is indeed occurring on a highly energetic basis, is one which these many beings are attuning to throughout Norland's energetic field in order to produce alchemical responses throughout the nervous systems throughout humanity. Understand that this frequency collective, which you are currently speaking to, is one which we have presented with the name of Sri Pune. Understand that this name of Sri Pune is merely an identification marker which represents an entirety of a collective of harmonic beings which are here to support humanity during this transitional period. Does this make sense to you?
Yes. Yes. I have some questions about my. Mm, I must search for certain words because English is not my native language. I'm working with some extraterrestrial beings for some years now, and in my opinion, I'm working with several species. And my question is, what species are working with me for the most part at this time?
Indeed, as we are highly interconnecting to your frequency field, we are allowing for an administration of light harmonics to slowly introduce to us the concepts which have been appealing to your mind patterns over time. Understand that these mind patterns are indeed deeply involved with a resolutionary period of awakening which is currenting throughout your energetic field at this time. Understand that this currenting of this frequency administration is one which is allowing for you to connect to particular beings of light harmonics which are indeed introducing to you these light frequencies at this time. Understand that this highly harmonic frequency introduction of light is one which these harmonic beings are interconnecting with your frequency field in order to introduce you to a systematic approach of awakening. This systematic approach of awakening, which has been occurring throughout your energetic field, is one which these beings of light are currently assisting you with at this time. Understand that this frequency administration of light, which we are currently detecting throughout your energetic field at this time, is one which we are now allowing for an administration within our frequencies to touch upon the name protocols within these beings. Understand that this name protocol within these beings is one which is resounding in a particular structural foundation of light patternments. Understand that this structural light patternments, which we are currently picking up within your field, is one which is indeed allowing for us to interconnect with these beings in order to approach you with a more fuller understanding of this highly interconnected activity of light harmonics throughout your field. Understand that your field is indeed connecting with many beings of light at this time. These beings of light which are interconnecting with you are highly harmonic. These highly harmonic beings are forces of light harmonics which are involving many beings of light which are highly interdimensional. These interdimensional beings are allowing for the light frequency resources within their energetic fields to connect with yours. This interconnection, which is indeed occurring within you now, is one which is allowing for this highly transitional period within you to ebb and flow in particular harmonic ways from within. Understand that this ebb and flow of frequency administration throughout your energetic flow field is one which we are currently picking up within you at this time. As we are now interconnecting with these beings, we are allowing for this understanding to unfold within our frequency field at this time in order to allow for you to understand the origination of these beings. Understand that the origination of these beings is one which is currently and harmonically attuned to your field as your field is containing a particular frequency of light harmonics. This frequency of light harmonics within your field is indeed attracting these beings to you. Understand that this highly interdimensional portal of light harmonics within your field is allowing for this entry point to these beings of light to slowly enter your field and to allow for this ministration of light frequency from within. Understand that this commitment to this path of your soul light is one which these beings are highly attracted to you in order to assist you with this process. Understand that these beings of light, which are highly interdimensional, are indeed beings which are resounding with a particular frequency from within you. This resounding ability of light harmonics from within your field is indeed currently matching these beings. This frequency match, which we are detecting within your field, is allowing for you to understand that the harmonics which exist within these beings also exist within you. Understand that this platform of harmonics, which is indeed highly resonating throughout your field, is allowing for you these interdimensional aspects from within you at this time. Understand that these highly interdimensional aspects are indeed aspects within you which are allowing for a particular frequency of light within your field to connect to these beings. Understand that these beings of light, which are highly interdimensional, are particular beings which resonate throughout your energetic field for particular repatterning purposes. These repatterning purposes have allowed for you to resound this inward ability of light from within yourself throughout time. This inward ability of light frequency is one which these beings are currently assisting you with this foundational release and reconstitutional reordering from within. Understand that these beings of light, which are highly interdimensional, are allowing for you to indeed connect to these resources of frequency from outside your field and allow for this interaction from within you to begin to frequence a new reality. Understand that this new reality, which is indeed unfolding from within you now, is one which these beings of light light are currently assisting you with at this time. Understand that this resource, which is indeed highly harmonic within you, is one which these beings are currently assisting you with, and this assistance is one which is highly harmonic. Understand that this demonstration of inward light harmonics is indeed highly frequencyable throughout your energetic field, and as your energetic field is expanding with these frequencies of these light beings, this expansion is allowing for you further contact. Understand that this further contact with these beings is one of a future imprint within your field. This future imprint of this contact with these beings is one which is currently being demonstrated throughout your field, and this demonstration of this future contact is one which we are currently picking up within your field at this time. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, somewhat.
Do you have
Um,
further questions to support?
do you have specific names for me?
Indeed, as we are now highly interconnecting to your field and allowing for these frequency administrations of light to further detect an energetic resource throughout your field at this time, this detection resource is allowing for us to further connect to these beings. Understand that the furthering of connection to these beings is one which we are now demonstrating throughout our energetic field in order to harmoniously attract to these beings at this time. Understand that the attraction rate to these beings is one which we are currenting throughout our frequency field in order to resume into a more detailed answer for you. Understand that the details which are indeed available throughout your field is one which we are harmonically attuning to at this time. This harmonic attunement of light frequency is one which we are currently detecting throughout your field at this time. Understand that the timing of now is now allowing for us to receive these energetic imprints from these frequency beings of light which are currenting throughout your field at this time. Understand that this administration of light frequencies is indeed now allowing for this name protocol to be unveiled to you at this time, as this name protocol is allowing for you to deliver particular aspects of yourself to your understanding at this time. Understand that these highly evolved beings of light are indeed beings which subsist throughout a particular molecular structuring throughout the universe. This molecular structuring throughout the universe is one which these beings of light utilize their frequency fields in order to determine a particular causation action within your energetic field. This highly determinable frequency field is one which these light beings allow for them to shift and morph into particular forms in order for particular aspects within yourself to be resolved. Understand that these beings, which are initially light, is one which allows for the creation of patternings of energetic fields within themselves to create particular forms in order for an identification process to be presumed within your energetic field. Understand that this particular identification process is one which these light beings are allowing for these aspects within you to be highlighted and resolved throughout time. Understand that these energetic beings, which are presenting to you as forms throughout your subconscious arenas, is one which is allowing for you to interact with particular frequency fields within yourself. Understand that this highly attuned frequency interaction of light and love is one which we are now picking up from these energetic beings which are recreating themselves as forms as they enter your field. Understand that these highly interdimensional beings of light are indeed presenting to you as particular beings in order to produce these alchemical responses within you. Understand that these alchemical responses, which these beings are indeed frequencing throughout your field at this time, is one which is allowing for you to resolve particular aspects within yourself in order to resume this highly harmonic activity within you. Understand that these beings of light, which produce these alchemical responses within their light pattern, is one which is allowing to interconnect with you in highly harmonic fashionings. Understand that these highly harmonic fashionings are indeed fashionings of your soul blueprint. As your soul blueprint is coming on board more fully to your awareness at this time, your soul blueprint is allowing for you this harmonious interaction with these beings of light as they assist you. Understand that the identification process of these beings is one which is highly teleportatic throughout your energetic field at this time. These teleportatic devices, which these energy beings create within your field, is one which is allowing for you to interact with the aspects which these beings are presuming to present to you at this time. Understand that these aspects which these beings are presenting to you at this time is indeed an aspect from within you. These aspects from within you are highly reflective with these beings of light in order to produce these alchemical responses throughout your nervous system. Understand that these beings of light which are presenting to you at this time are indeed interdimensional beings which are shape shifting and morphing into particular genetic sequencings in order to reflect these genetic sequencings within you and allow for you to resume into a more harmonic portal from within. Understand that these highly interdimensional beings is indeed the frequency makeup which we are particularly reporting to you at this time. However, the name calling of these beings is one which is not clear to us as we are picking up on these higher dimensional aspects of these beings at this time. Does this make sense to you in terms of the naming of these beings?
Yes. Also, I hope for a specific answer, but you told me that's not possible for you right now.
Indeed, the name calling of these beings is one which is deflecting the original nature of these light beings. Understand that the originality of these light beings are indeed light frequencies. These light frequencies are indeed here to assist you in a repatternment throughout your energetic field at this time. This repatternment is indeed allowing for this reflection point to the shape shifting of these energetic beings, which will reflect particular aspects within you. This reflection point to these beings is one which we are detecting in a determinable action for your understanding at this time in order to allow for an unravelment within your mind processings. Understand that this unravelment within your mind processings is one which we are particularly interested in reporting to you at this time.
I
Does this make
see.
sense to you?
Kind of. Um, do you know anything about the gray agenda on this planet?
As we are currenting our frequency to interact with these beings, we are allowing for a demonstration of light harmonics to deliver us to the portal of these gray beings. Understand that the portal to these gray beings is a interdimensional portal of light which will allow for this understanding to unfold. Understand that the commitment which these gray beings have reported throughout humanity over time is one which is extracting particular genetic influences from the systems of humanity. This extraction of these genetic influences is one which these gray beings have contributed to the understanding of the systems of humanity over time. Understand that this extraction of these genetic marker points is one which these gray beings have allowed for the mechanics within the human system to retrieve an understanding throughout the souls of humanity over time. However, these gray beings' agenda is one which has reached a conclusion. This conclusionary action of these gray beings is one which have allowed for an evolvement in terms of the genetics throughout humanity over time. However, this evolutionary standpoint is one which is reaching a more harmonic overtone. Understand that this more harmonic overtone is allowing for the dissolution of this agenda of these gray beings at this time, as this dissolution is now allowing for the souls of humanity to take over this agenda. Understand that the taking over of this agenda is one which will allow for a highly individualistic aspect from the souls of humanity to replace these genetic frequencies in a new way. This replacement of genetic frequencies is one which we are currently determining within you. In this highly determinable action of your soul is one which is now taking over the process of these gray beings. Does this make sense to your understanding at this time?
Yes.
Do you have further questions as to the role which these gray beings have produced for humanity?
Mm, what is my agreement specifically for me with the grace?
As we are now attuning more fervorishly to your energetic system, we are indeed picking up with this agenda which these gray beings have determined throughout your energetic field at this time. Understand that this determination, which these gray beings have determined within you, is one which has allowed for the genetic markers within your physical system to receive a particular administration of light harmonics. This administration of light harmonics is one which has allowed for you to replace particular genetic markers within you. This replacement process, which these gray beings have assisted you throughout time, is one which has reached a particular frequency from within yourself. This marker point within you, which has been reached according to these gray beings, is one which allowed for you to harmonically tune to the frequencies within the planet. Understand that this genetic alteration, which these gray beings did indeed assist you with, is one which is now coming to a closure as to the assistance with these gray beings. However, this closure is one which your soul blueprint is currenting within you now. And this current, which is occurring on an energetic basis from within, is one which is allowing for you to procure a new way throughout humanity. This procurement of a new way throughout humanity is one which your soul blueprint is currently assisting the whole of humanity with at this time, as this highly determinable refrequencing within you has genetically altered you in a specific way. This genetic alteration within you is one which is currenting a new frequency of light throughout your genetic structurings. This new frequency of light is allowing for for you to retrieve more of your soul blueprint and will allow for you to arrive at a more harmonious standpoint from within. This arrival of this standpoint of your soul blueprint is one which is allowing for you to hold these frequency harmonics within you in order to represent this new way to humanity, this highly interactive frequency representation within you, which the grays have assisted you with over time, is one which your soul blueprint is now picking up the support process within you in order to hold these harmonics for humanity at this time. Understand that this holding which you are currenting within your energetic field is the holding for humanity's refrequencing. This holding which you are indeed supporting humanity with at this time is the holding which initially the grays have indeed resequenced throughout your genetic programs deep from within your field, and this refrequencing is indeed now highly accountable by your soul blueprint. Understand that your soul blueprint is indeed highly achieving this harmonious interaction within you at this time. Does this make sense to you?
Yes. Are there any agreements or changes to the agenda made by the Yahyel? Or do the Greys decide everything regarding the execution?
As we are now attuning our frequencies to the Yahyel, we are allowing for a harmonious transitionary effect to employ throughout our energetic processes as we are now connecting to these beings of the Yahyel. These beings, the Yahyel, are now allowing for you to understand that this harmonious support, which the Yahyel has also provided for many beings throughout humanity, is one which is highly individualistic to their particular frequency. Understand that the particular frequency of the Yahyel is one which is allowing for a particular genetic sequencing deep within the energetic fields of humanity to indeed support this planet Earth. Understand that the support to this planet Earth is one which the Yahyel are servicing to humanity at this time. This servicing, which the Yahyel are allowing for humanity to resequence themselves upon, is one of an energetic support system within their field, which will harmoniously connect the systems of humanity to the frequency field of the earth. This connection point which the Yahyel are servicing to humanity at this time is one which is allowing for the frequency field within the human system to obey in particular repatterment ways, as this particular patterment which the Yahyel support is one of an energetic basis throughout the planet Earth. Understand that this planet Earth is indeed herself a highly harmonic being of light. This highly harmonic being of light is indeed requesting support from particular frequencies such as the Yahyel at this time, and this continuance of this support is the one which Yahyel are individually frequencing with their frequencies in order to support humanity in this inward alignment of self in order to reconnect to the frequencies of the planet at this time. Understand that this earthly mode, which the Yahyel does indeed contain within their frequencies, is indeed a frequency match. This frequency match to the planet Earth is one which is highly individualistic to the Yahyel. In this highly individualized frequency, which we are picking up from the Yahyel, is one which we are reporting to you at at this time. Does this service your question as to the Yahyels?
Yes, but I want to have specific information about the gray agenda and does do DIL have mm, the power or the agreement to change specific points of the agenda, or is the agenda totally executed by the grace? The grace.
Understand that the frequency of the Yahyel is indeed highly harmonic and supportive to the planet Earth. However, the gray agenda was one which is highly determinable by the frequency agenda within their broadcast. Understand that the broadcast within the grays was an agenda of self. This agenda of self is one which allowed for a frequency interaction throughout humanity in order to support the grays in a highly individualized self concept. This self concept, which the grays contained within their frequency field, is one which is indeed separate from the idealization within the Yahyels. Understand that the specific frequency of the Yahyels is one of a continuous harmonic support to the frequencies of the planet as a whole. However, the agenda of the Greys is one which is more separate. This separatism, which the Greys agenda concluded throughout the specific repatternment throughout humanity's substructures, is one which allowed for a particular frequencing within the genetic of the human system. However, this particular frequency is one which is highly separate. This separatism, which the Greys supported humanity upon over time, is a separatism which created a polarity effect. This polarity effect is one which was harmonic at the time of this agenda of the Greys. However, this separatism effect is one which has reached a new harmonic, and this new harmonic is one which the Yahyels are currently assisting humanity and the planet as a whole at this time. This wholeness of support of the Yahyels is one which is allowing for this highly polarized aspect of the grays to dissolve in particular karmic refashionings within the genetic structurings of humanity. Understand that this current restructuring, which is occurring on a genetic level throughout humanity, is one which the Yahyels are currenting their own specific frequency of harmonics at this time. Does this touch upon your understanding of the agenda of the grays versus the Yahyels?
Yes, yes. Do you have any specific information about the Draconians and their role on this planet?
As we are now switching our frequencies into a delivery aspect of recreating our frequencies into a draconian frequency, we are allowing for a furthering of understanding from within ourselves to be demonstrated to you at this time. This frequency atonement to the draconian frequency is one which has supported humanity in many ways throughout history. This support system is one which was highly mechanical in form. This mechanicalized form, which the Draconians have demonstrated throughout the usage of their aspects, is one which allowed for humanity to unravel a particular concept throughout time. This unravelment of this particular concept within this highly mechanical substructure is one which allowed for humanity to prevail throughout certain experiences throughout time. These experiences were experiences of a particular separation of self, and this separation of self allowed for a highly individualistic aspect to frequency throughout humanity's minds throughout time. This highly individualized aspect is one which the Draconian frequency supported humanity in order to allow for a furthering of understanding of self. This understanding of self, which humanity has been frequencing throughout many thousands of years now, is one of an undercurrent of the Draconian frequency. Understand that this Draconian frequency was indeed highly supported to this understanding of this individualized self concept. However, this individualized self concept is one which created a separatism throughout humanity. This separatism created all sorts of friction to unfold. These frictional aspects, which resounded throughout humanity for many thousands of years, is one which this Draconian frequency highly supported. This support to this separatism effect is one which allowed for the oversouls of humanity to create a new understanding of self. This new understanding of self, which was indeed highly polarized, is one which allowed for a furthering of understanding from the God source to prevail. However, this prevailment of this separatism effect is one which is slowly dissolving as the frequencies of the Yahyel are supporting the wholeness of humanity at this time. Understand that this wholeness, which is indeed separate from the Draconian frequency, is one which we are currently picking up within this portal to the Draconian frequency at this time. Does this make sense to your understanding?
Yes. Yes.
Do you have further questions in terms of the Draconian frequency?
Not now. Not at this time. I have a personal ET friend, I would call it. Um, I sense her as female, has made a sound outside of my house about a few seconds ago. The name I got for this being is Lea, and I don't have much information about her and her species, and maybe you can say something about her.
Leia,
Yes.
as we are now interconnecting to this being Leia, we are allowing for the harmonious support system of frequency to interconnect our frequencies with Leia at this time. This harmonious support system, which Leia is indeed introducing to you at this time, is one which will expand and evolve from within you. Understand that this expansion, which this being is currenting throughout your energetic field, is indeed highly harmonious. Understand that this being is indeed presenting to your awareness at this time in order to allow for an unfoldment. This unfoldment in terms of frequency from within yourself is one which is picking up upon the aspects within this being at this time. Understand that this being of Leia is indeed highly harmonious to you, and the frequency aspect of the feminine aspect of this being is one which is allowing for you to slowly introduce these feminine qualities into your energetic field at this time. Understand that these feminine aspects, which are indeed highly supported by this being, is one which is allowing for an evolutionary standpoint within you to slowly evolve into a more feminine quality from within side of yourself. This feminine quality within you is one with this which this being is allowing for a demonstration of an expansion within your energetic field at this time. This expansion, which this being is currently assisting you with at this time, is one which we are picking up from her field. This field of expansion, which she is providing you at this time, is one of a feminine aspect. This highly regarded feminine aspect is one which will support and nourish you throughout time. And this support and nourishment of this feminine aspect within this being is one which is currently interconnecting to your heart. Understand that your heart frequency is indeed allowing for this demonstration of a currenting of femininity to persist throughout your energetic field in order to support you with this reconnection process with the planet. Understand that this planet Earth herself is indeed a highly feminine being. This feminine being of Mother Earth is intercolliding with the aspects of this being of Leah at this time. Understand that this feminine support to you at this time of this transition from within yourself is one which this being is here to harmoniously support you at this time. Does this make sense to your heart?
Yes.
Can you feel these aspects of femininity within you at this time?
I don't think so.
We would like to suggest to you an avenue in which to follow in order to understand the femininity within you. Understand that this femininity, which does indeed exist within you, is one which is highly supportive to you. This highly supported aspect of femininity is one which this being Leia will support you at this time, and as you interconnect with the frequency of your heart, this frequency interaction will allow for you to devise of a highly harmonic expansion rate throughout your energetic field throughout time. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Do you have further questions for this being, Leia?
Yes. One moment. Is she a unique being or does she have a species? I because I was told she is unique, and yeah, I want to have some information about it.
Indeed, this being Leia is one which is highly supporting you during this time of this transitionary effect within you. Understand that this being Leia is one which is highly interconnected to you energetically. This interconnection with your energetic field is one which is now allowing for you to connect more fully to this being at this time in order to support you in this transition. Understand that the originality of this being is one which subsisted within you with you in alternate lifetime experiences. These lifetime experiences which you have supported one another upon is one which she is now returning to this lifetime experience in order to collide with your energetic field and to support you during this transition. Understand that this being is indeed a being which you physically was connected to in alternate lifetimes experiences in this physicality which she has indeed incorporated throughout many lifetimes together with you is one which she is now energetically interwoven throughout your system at this time in order to support you on this energetic basis during this lifetime experience. Understand that this highly evolved being of light harmonics is one which we are currently picking up from this being at this time. Does this make sense to you?
Yes. But does she belong to a species? Does she belong to a larger group of similar beings?
Indeed, this group of beings, which Leah does indeed involve herself upon, is one which allows for her to shape shift into particular physical forms. This shape shifting ability is one which she is currently demonstrating in an alternate universal substructure. This alternate universal substructure is one which allows for a particular physical structuring in that energetic field. However, that physical substructure is one which dissolves upon the entry point into this reality. Understand that this alternate experience, which she is currently formulating within her energetic field, is an experience of an alternate body. This alternate body is one of a group of beings which form around a particular constellation. This particular constellation is one which supports the harmonics of these beings, which you are harmonically interconnected to at this time. However, your frequency support to the planet at this now time period is one which allowed for you to arrive from this constellation in an alternate lifetime and to arrive physically on this third dimensional aspect during this lifetime experience. Understand that this experience with this being Leah is one which demonstrated in this alternate constellation. However, your current lifetime experience is one which is bringing these frequencies from this alternate lifetime with you to this planetary experience at this time in order to support this planetary shift at this time. Does this make sense to you?
Yes. So is she physical like other beings, like humans, like Yahyel, or is she something else?
Indeed, the physicality is one which she allows for a recreation in this dimensional standardization. However, this ability of shapeshifting is one which allows for her an ability to recreate a physical form from an energetic standpoint. Understand that this energetic standpoint, which she is currenting at this now moment in time, is one which allows for her to utilize these alchemical abilities within her energetic field and to create a structure. This creation of this structure is one which is highly interdimensional. Understand that these interdimensional aspects within this being is one which she is indeed supporting you with a furthering of understanding to unfold as as you understand that these physical beings are indeed translatable into an energetic being as they reach the portals of planet Earth. However, this demonstration of energetics throughout her field is one which is interchangeable with a physical structure. Does this explanation make sense to you?
Yes, sort of. Mm,
Would you like us to expand this explanation of interdimensional travel?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's too complex. Um, I'm not sure if your understanding of a reality is mm, a moment is translatable to the understanding of humans of our reality because maybe you have a totally different perspective on our world, on our reality than we have of our own.
Indeed, this understanding is highly complex and individualized as our frequencies attune to the frequencies within others. Understand that this frequency broadcast is indeed highly interdimensional. The interdimensional aspects of this conversation is one which allows for a broader understanding of the physical dimensionality of humanity.
Hmm. So, do you understand how we experience our reality, or is this some sort of a question to you?
Our understanding of humanity is one which allows for humanity to broaden their concepts of allowing for the interdimensional aspects which do indeed exist within the genetic structurings throughout humanity. Understand that these highly evolved concepts, which are indeed one which has been dormant throughout time, throughout humanity's mind patterns, is one which we are allowing to evolve at this time. Understand that humanity does indeed receive a particular interdimensionalized frequency within their genetic structurings, which has been dormant throughout thousands of years. However, this dormancy is one which is currently being reawakened. Understand that this reawakening, which is occurring throughout the genetic fields throughout humanity, is one which is allowing for humanity to understand that these interdimensional concepts are indeed available to all. Understand that as this understanding unfolds throughout humanity, this understanding will allow for humanity to utilize these interdimensional concepts on a third dimensional level. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, yes. Mm, I think that's all for now, but maybe you have some last words for me, some information you want to give me.
Indeed. Understand that the currenting of harmonic frequencies, which are reaching your system from many dimensional aspects throughout time and space, is one which is supporting you in a harmonic transition at this time. Understand that this harmonic transition, which has been interfering throughout the energetics within your nervous system, is one which will produce an alchemical response throughout your energetic field over time. Understand that this harmonic reawakening is one which you are currenting within you as this energetic support is ensuing. Understand that your commitment from these other dimensional aspects within you is one which you are here to support humanity and the planet Earth as a whole as this inner shift within you is unfolding. Understand that this unfoldment process within you is indeed highly supported by many interdimensional beings at this time, and this support system which you are interconnecting with at this now moment in time is indeed allowing for you this arisal from within yourself. Understand that this commitment to this nature of awakening from within is indeed highly observable by our frequencies, and our frequencies are acknowledging this uplevelment within you at this time.
Thank you.
Indeed, it is our pleasure to interconnect with you today, dear one.